This is the final group presentation for Wildfires in the West, Group A. Our first presenter is Tom.
Hello and welcome to our presentation. Our presentation today is on wildfires in the West. I just want to take a quick moment to introduce everyone to the topic if you're unfamiliar, and go over what the problem is and why does it matter. So first, obviously the wildfires in the western U.S. have been getting much worse. They're raging for longer and far more fiercely than ever in the recent years, and they're only getting worse as time goes on. These fires are responsible for the destruction of huge swaths of land, burning down homes and neighborhoods, and can costing millions upon millions in damages. So that kind of leads us right into why this is such an important issue. I think it goes without saying that to everyone who lives out west, anyone who's even remotely affected by this issue, family, friends, anybody that you've had to, help find a home for while they're being evacuated, this is just becoming a way bigger issue than I think anyone thought it would. People are literally being evacuated while they're watching fires just burn down the neighborhoods around them, family homes, just everything. It's destroying natural resources and fields, trees. They're destroying air quality in the local communities, which on the scale that it's reaching now is even starting to contribute to the overall climate change that's been happening. This thing just goes deeper and deeper and affects more and more people as time goes on. And it's a very big issue that we need to tackle and solve as quickly as possible.
Our next presenter is Dalton.
Wildfires. Why are they so bad? We've had a huge population increase in the western United States in the last century, and we've tried to manage naturally occurring fires. We prevent the small fires that would happen, and when those end up getting out of our control, they become large fires that cause a lot of destruction. Who do these fires affect? We call these individual stakeholders. One of the main ones is the general population who lives in the western United States. Another one is the Forest Service and the U.S. government, who tries to protect from wildfires by preventing and then putting them out. Another stakeholder is the timber industry, who is affected economically by forest fires. Where are we headed if we don't do something about this wicked problem? Large fires that are 10,000 plus acres have increased about 7 times over the last 40 years and are projected to keep increasing. And the climate is not expected to cool down anytime soon. So if we are to try and live with this problem, we need to find some resolutions and implement them as soon as possible.
Next presenter is Summer.
Hi, my name is Summer, and I'm doing the outline, future vision, and goals. So wildfires are natural, and they benefit the environment to a certain degree. So we don't want to eliminate wildfires completely. So our future vision is to have fewer large fires that are not threatening human lives, because wildfires rejuvenate forests and they renew ecosystems, so we need them for the environment. And ways that we could help not spread like unwanted fires could be through our stakeholders, such as citizens being more aware of their surroundings and their actions and their effects that they have on wildfires and climate change.
Our next presenter is Kelly.
My name is Kelly Eaton, and I'm going to be talking about our first key strategy that will transition us to a vision of a future where large and severe wildfires occur far less frequently. So as you can see here, the number of large fires has been increasing drastically and dramatically from the 1980s on. And one of the primary factors causing these large and intense fires is climate change, caused mostly by greenhouse gas emissions, creating longer and drier summers that will essentially turn the forests of the West into a tinderbox, ready to make even a small flame turn into a large wildfire. So our first strategy for reducing greenhouse gas emissions starts with government incentives for cleaner and more environmentally friendly energy. So when governments provide larger incentives to cities for using, let's say, solar power instead of gas power, it encourages city officials to make the transition from cheaper sources of energy that pollute the environment to greener sources of energy that can help reduce climate change in the areas that are affected by these wildfires.
Our next presenter is Abigail.
Our second strategy is public education and communication. This is important because the more we know about the causes and effects of fires, we as people can get a better understanding of what's going on around us. Knowing how to prepare and prevent fires can reduce the number of fires in a given area. Wildfires are a natural thing to certain environments, specifically the West in our case. The issue today is the size and frequency of these fires. This increase in natural wildfires is caused in part by global warming. Areas like the West are getting drier because of global warming, which means more fuel for fires to burn. Communication and education are key to bringing public awareness to protect people in our natural environment.
Tom was the project leader and did the introduction. Dalton did intro number 2 and did research. Summer, the main editor, and future visions. Kelly, key strategy number 1 and research. Abigail, key strategy number 2 and research.